Hey everyone, so just another quick update for my day 7. Um, it wasn't an awful day. My oldest was sick. That wasn't fun, but he's old enough. It wasn't awful. And so I just tried to be available and get my work done. But I was fairly productive. So the other day I said how I kind of had things set up to be productive and get things done. I'm still rolling with what I had available. Trying to get my house in a situation where I can move. I can make choices, and it's going to be significantly easier because I'm trying to donate, I'm trying to trash, I'm trying to just minimize. And honestly, it makes me feel really good. I wanted to do some shopping because it's just been rough. And I didn't. I looked at it and I thought to myself, do I really want to move this? Do I want to bring this into my house just to move it, or have to be accountable for it to figure out what I'm going to do with it should our housing situation change? So I didn't. So yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I am making some changes in my general plan. I know I was trying to fast on specific days, really just Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm struggling with that a bit. So I'm going to go back to something that I actually used to do, which was fasting every day, and then giving myself a small window to eat. So generally I would give myself enough time to eat like a late lunch, early dinner. I would find that I wasn't super hungry. I didn't eat like a lot, but I'd make sure I'd, have everything, make sure I have my protein and, make myself feel nice and full, but make sure that I'm trying to get, all my nutrients in that time frame. And I've done it before and I lost a good amount of weight. And I felt really good about myself. And, so yeah, so I think I'm going to go back to that. Before, what I was doing was fasting for 20 hours and then eating for 4 hours. So I had a 4-hour window, and it was easier for me because it was a mental thing, because I want to eat. And even when I would have a little dessert every once in a while, I found that I was still losing weight. I try not to track my weight a whole lot, just because, sometimes it's really hard to look at the scale. The last I checked, I was around 180 something, 183, I think. So I'm just using that as kind of a gauge, but I'm not really weighing myself. I'm just trying to make myself feel healthier and feel better. The other thing I noticed was for the last few years, I've been struggling with certain things, and I kept going to doctors and they just kept saying, oh, you have anxiety. They would never do any kind of an anxiety, that little questionnaire, or anything like that. They just, oh, you've got anxiety, without anything, like without, as a, like a, early middle-aged woman, I was going to doctors and they were just kind of shooing me away. And I had one doctor say, why are you even in my office? Like, they were annoyed with me. And I said, I don't feel right. I'm losing my hair. I'm growing hair on my chin. I don't feel right. I just feel off somehow. They wouldn't really run much for tests. They would just kind of, get me out of their office. This year, with everything going on, I did really kind of hit my emotional bandwidth where I was just, I'm done. I'm struggling. So I did opt for medication for anxiety. Because yes, I did have anxiety, but that wasn't the underlying issue of everything. That was because I had too much going on. But I found a doctor's office that I really like this year. They took time, they listened to me, they really listened to me, and they did really take time. Like, I was in there with somebody, be it a doctor, a nurse, or just somebody taking labs or anything like that. I was there for like 2 hours, and I have never felt so listened to. They ran some tests, and I'm basically premenopausal. So I'm, starting to go through things. I am having hormonal changes. I am losing my hair. I do have high testosterone. So I have excessive weight gain. These are all things that I was going to doctors for and trying to figure out what all these symptoms are, and trying to feel better. And I wasn't looking for medication. It was just like, what is wrong with me? There's something off. And I finally had an answer. And the good part is you have an answer, so you can like say this is it, right? The other thing is that there are things you can do. Yes, you can take medication. We'll see how that goes. I don't necessarily want to take medication, but it gave me a direction and things that I can do. So when I started this arc, part of my program was wanting to lose weight, but I also need to regulate my hormones as naturally as possible. I'm doing some of that through fasting. So, so I decided, I think that's the route that I'm going to take, because the last time I did it, I felt really good. I felt I was waking up really easily. Like, I felt rested. I was losing weight, and I just felt amazing. And because I'm an emotional eater, I could still eat every day, and not feel bad, for cheating, because I ate on a day I wasn't supposed to. But I could regulate myself in my eating and my emotions in that way. So I felt like I had some more control. So I think I am going to change that as far as my winter arc for the rest of this season. And I'll just, keep doing that and see how that works. So overall, I feel really good today. Some serious decisions got made. It was a little rough, like I said, with my son being sick, and trying to get things done around the house. But I did get boxes packed. I did get things put in the giveaway. I took 2 boxes the other day to Goodwill. I have another box ready to go, and I have stuff that I know I can go through and sort out. And I do have a better sense of, like, picking something up, and it's, kind of like that Marie Kondo thing. It's not about the love. Do I love this item? But is it replaceable? Like, if I really feel like I need this in my life, which I really don't, but do I want to move it? Do I feel so connected to this thing that I want to haul it around for the rest of my life, right? When you put it into that perspective, especially when you're in a season where you're kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen. No matter what, I want to move, because this house is just not big enough for our family. It just isn't. There's not enough space at all. But when I started to change that mindset, it really does help me, because I don't want to haul this around. I don't care enough about this to haul it around. If I move 4 more times in my life, do I love this thing enough to, like, want to carry it with me? And it really is making me change how I feel about things. And, things are completely replaceable. If at a later time I feel like it's something that I really need, most everything's replaceable, right? I can find another copy of a book. I can buy another article of clothing. yeah, so great mind shift today, and I'm feeling really good and really positive about that. I want to continue to really be working on the things that I want to do. So I do want to be working on that more artistic side of myself, because through some of my relationship issues, I felt like I really lost a lot of my creativity. I used to love to write. I used to love to doodle. I wasn't great, but I would doodle. There were things that I did that helped my creative side, and I felt a lot of that die. I wasn't really doing creative things anymore. I just didn't feel like I had it in me, because I was really just in survival mode. And I just trying to feel something, which is where the emotional eating really started to take over. I could do that. I could control that. But no matter what I did, I felt less and less creative, and I felt that part of me sort of dying. So I'm trying really hard to do better with that. And I think it's just going to be simple at first. Just I have drawing books, like nothing fancy, nothing super extravagant, but just simple. And I want to start doing that every day. I want to start working on that creative side and rebuilding that, because I miss that. And there's parts of my personality that I really miss. And yeah, so ending the day on a super positive note, feeling really good about how things are going, even though I've had some failures already, but that's okay. I can start over, and I can change my rules as to what I feel like I need to do to make this winter arc successful. For me, it's mostly about the mindset. I think if I get my mindset right, other things can fall into place. And that's where I need to start. Other people have other things they want to work on. Maybe more their body than their mind. They're in a good spot, but they just don't feel good. I really need to work on my mindset and shifting that. So anyway, really good day. Even though it wasn't phenomenal, I feel very positive, and that is a step in the right direction. So anyway, I will talk at you later. Let me know if you're working on something, if you've had a good mind shift and things are starting to click and make you feel positive and good. Share it. Let's share in these moments together. So anyway, I will talk to you later. Bye.